What's up? Hooray. Yeah. It's been a while. Good to see everyone. Good to see everybody. It's been since the 12th since I've been on. It's been just working like crazy trying to get the ear training course out. I've been working on a video for the last 6 days. It's the longest I've actually never worked on a video longer than 2 days. That's my longest. And I'm not done with it yet. Anyways, it is 6 days. I'm not sure why. It's one of my list videos, but I didn't realize it was going to be this much work. It's the top 20 drum fills of all time, and it's pretty crazy. I've got so many guest people, everyone from Rhett to Les, Tim Smith, who was on the XTC video yesterday. Tim's going to be in it. Jack Jones playing drums, and this is so essentially. This is fun. This has been the most fun I've had on a video, I think. It's hard because I have to recreate all of the tracks because the fills are all in the middle of the songs pretty much. So I have to create the tracks from scratch, all the parts, and then I have to film all the parts. It's crazy. So it's been very fun. I have 4 more songs to finish still. But it's all my favorite drum fills. So it really ranges. It's pretty great. This is a big collaboration too. I've got a lot of people playing on it, and it's been cool. I had my daughter Layla down here earlier. She was filming me playing one of the guitar solos, filming me by hand. I said, "Okay, Layla, now hold the camera right there. Do it with my phone." And I said, "I want you to zoom in here when I go up here, so you have to learn where the solo is." And so she was kind of following my hand around. It was great. It was fun. Let's see. Finally doing the 1 million collab you've been asking for. Yeah. So Rhett is actually made a video of the making of this video. So he was playing in the video, and he's making a video on the making of the video. So, he says, "Let me know when you're going to put it out. Because I'm going to put this out, an hour after you put it out or something." So anyways, I just did a picture on Instagram of my 2 rooms. What's up, Mark? And I have finally gotten too much gear, or enough gear. I actually bought a guitar yesterday that Basil, thank you. I bought a guitar. I've been looking for this. You guys know that I've been looking for a white Les Paul. I bought one. I don't know if you guys remember this, about 6 months ago or so. I bought a 74 Les Paul from somebody out in California, and when it got here, the headstock was snapped. So they're hard to find. It's hard to these old Les Pauls are hard to find, and it's hard to find white. I wanted a Randy Rhoads style guitar. Lindsey Buckingham. I didn't get a 74. I mean, I got a newer one. So it was my first guitar. That's right. Brett knows that. That's why I wanted to get it. When I was in high school, that's what I played. I played a white Les Paul, and so to buy one, so between 75 and 82, they started making Les Pauls. I don't know if you know this about Les Pauls, but those of you that play guitar, the Les Paul the back and the neck are made out of mahogany. The top is made out of maple. Well, from 75 to 82, they made the back and the neck out of maple as well. So those are not really desirable. They're way heavier. This is the one I gave to my brother, and he traded it for the Kramer, which he still has. Okay. So, anyways, I was talking to somebody, and they said, there's a pretty new music store here in Atlanta. Somebody said, oh, there's a white Les Paul custom down at this store. And I said, really? So I went down there yesterday, and I walked in, and there it was sitting on the wall. And the guy said, oh, it just came in yesterday. And I played it. And it wasn't Righteous Guitars. It's a new store called Big House Guitars. I'll show you the guitar here. It's let's see here. So it's a 1990. It's in very good shape. It's got really, really good intonation on it. That's how I usually will test a guitar. I heard, when I hear that, I don't need to plug it in even. I just needed to. When you can play a sus2 sharp 11 like that, and it's in tune on a Les Paul, you're in good shape. Look, you guys can hear that. So anyways, this is really a great guitar. It'll need a fret job the frets have very little left on them. But I'd say I could probably get a year's worth of really good playing out of it. But it's beauty. Look at that. It's in excellent shape. And the back is and I mean, I'm not one, you guys know I have a lot of gear, but I don't really care about gear. Somebody asked me if we had a fire, what would I take? I said, I get my family and the animals. I don't care about any of this stuff. I mean, I can all be replaced, you know. But it plays really well. It's really cool. And Dave has not played it, Subi. Dave's gonna complain about it. I know it. Dave is gonna say, I know when he comes in, he's gonna be like, oh man, dude, this needs a fret job. And I'll be like, come on, Dave. Just every guitar I get, Dave has to find something wrong with it. It doesn't matter what it is, except for PRSs. The two PRSs that I've gotten, when Dave plays them, he's like, yeah, it's good, yeah. And Mark says Dave wants to refret every guitar. You know what though? Dave is when he tweaks your guitar, oh my God, it's just unbelievable. They play like butter. Dave knows how to make a guitar play well, and he knows what I mean, it's amazing. He sets them up so well, and he's such a great player, man. He's just got the right. He knows how to really get them to where they can, they just play like butter. So, do I have a standard playing routine? Drive-by troll asks when I try out a guitar at a music store. Okay, this is funny. So, I went to another music store yesterday. One that I've been going to. What's up, Ron? One I've been going to for years and years. 25 years. And the owner's name is George, but I've met him maybe once or twice. He's never there when I'm there. And I know this guy Jimmy who works there. So, I'm talking to the owner George. He doesn't know me, and Jimmy says. He says, there was a guy that wanted me to have these. This guy had a couple Marshalls on consignment there that he wanted me to have and take home with me. And I said, what? And he asked me if I know the guy. I said, yeah, I know who the guy is. I said, but they said that, yeah, he said, I can't get in touch with Rick Beato, but can you guys get in touch with him for me? And tell him that I have these 2 Marshall hand-wired plexis that I want him to have to keep at his studio. I'm like, what? So I'm thinking, okay. And then, so George is like, well, why does he want you to have these? What's up, Gary? He says, my snot green inlay in my Les Paul. I'll get that in a second. So he says, why does he want you to have it? And then Jimmy says, well, Rick has a really big YouTube channel. He probably wants, he wants it to be in video. So he goes, what do you mean a big YouTube channel? Oh, Rick's got over 1 million subscribers. And then George's like, what? On YouTube? And so, and he wants you to get, I said, I don't know why this guy wants me to have these things. 2 Marshall plexis. It's like, I don't need any Marshall plexis. I got plenty of Marshalls. So, so the guy George is talking to me about stuff, and I said, yeah, I buy stuff in here all the time. I said, I've been buying stuff here for 25 years. And he goes, why is it that I never see you? I said, you have seen me. And then Jimmy goes, oh, yeah, Rick has come in here. Sometimes, his hair used to be black, 10 years ago, and he had a big black beard. And you've probably seen him before, but you don't recognize him. So, anyways, it was a very funny story. But some guy wanted me to have 2 Marshall hand-wired plexis and wanted me to take them home. If Rick Beato comes there, make sure he takes them home with him. But they've been on consignment. This is weird story, right? It's like what? Then I called Rhett when I left there, and I said, what's up, Kinch? I said, you know those hand-wired plexis? You played through one of those? He goes, yeah. I said, well, the guy that owns those, I hope he's not here on here.
Sorry, I missed that.
Oh,
could you say it again, please?
My phone is listening to me here. Let me turn it off. The guy that the guy that owns those wanted me to have them, and I said, what? He goes, why don't you get them and then give me one of them? I said, man, I don't want it. I don't need any more amps. So that kind of got to the thing where about this too much gear. I started to think about this, and I sent back the PRS, the green hollow body. I sent that back to PRS. I like the guitar. It's a great guitar, but I wasn't playing it. And Aaron says you do not have too much gear, and I'm gonna trade out a custom 24 for it, which I think I'll play more in my videos. So Yeah, so I got the white Les Paul, and that was pretty much it. I don't really need anything else. Do a show on what really matters. Picks. Picks do matter. I have a lot of picks. 5 Watt World. Keith did a great video on picks. These are the Hermden picks. These are these nylon picks that the Edge uses. They're a buck. They're a buck a piece. It's funny they say West Germany on them. They're nylon picks. And when you play on the edge, it makes on the edge of the pick, like the Edge does, it gives it a chime, and that's why the Edge has that really chimey sound. So yeah, these are great picks to have. But I have many different types of picks for different occasions. I've always got about 3 or 4 sitting around. I don't ever use the same gauge pick though. I use different gauges of picks all the time, and I use different gauges strings all the time on different guitars. Oh, the Snot inlay guitar. Okay, hold on. It may not look green. Maybe it will look green. Does these look green to people? Those inlays? I guess they are kind of green. Yeah, they are pretty green. Isn't that weird? Is it green? I guess it is green. Yellow? They're greenish, right? Yeah, yellowish green. I don't know why they did that, honestly. I'm not sure why. I love this guitar, though. It's a great guitar. But I'm not sure why it would do that. This is black, this guitar. No, I think it is greenish. This is probably the best playing guitar I have. Mother of toilet seat inlays. These are not stock pickups. These are pickups that Dave, they're called Mission pickups, and I've looked them up and I can't find, I was trying to find their website because Dave talked about them in a video that he and I just did. And I couldn't find the pickups, but they're Mission pickups. They're copies of 59 Les Paul pickups, PAFs. They're really great. So Dave changed them out I had them. This is about 2 years ago or so. He's like, "Yeah, your Les Paul." I said, "My Les Paul needs a setup really bad." So he takes the guitar. He comes back, and I said, "Dude, what's up with the pickups?" And he says, "Oh yeah, I changed them out." I said, "What are you talking about? You changed them out? Why?" He says, "Because I think these pickups sound a lot better." And he said, "Look, I'll put the other ones in if you don't like them, all right? But just try them out." So I tried them out, and I said, "These are amazing." So anyway, so I kept them in, and they're really great sounding pickups. We used this guitar in a video Dave and I did last week, maybe. But it's funny. Dave just changes the pickups in my guitar. "What's up, Green Arrow?" And doesn't say anything. I get the guitar. It's like, "Yo, what's up with the pickups?" "Oh, I changed them out. You're gonna like these." What? What string gauge am I using? These on here are 10s. I use 10s, 9s, and 8s. So it really depends on what the guitar is. This guitar plays incredibly well with 10s. The other guitar, the custom has 10s on it, but my Les Paul Jr., I I'm playing. I have 8s on that. Didn't I play this in Boston's What Makes This Song Great? Yes, I did. I played this. Yep. I think I played this, and I played my Gold Top as well. But most of the old guitar players, the old guard, whether it was Jeff Beck or Zappa or Jimmy Page or doesn't matter, they all played 8s. And Zappa, Frank played 7 through 38. I know that because Dweezil told me that. Have I ever used 12s? Yes. So I used 13s on my acoustic. Do I own any 12-string guitars? I've got a couple, yeah. Amadeo, what's up? But this is something that I learned when I was doing a... Where do you find 7s? I know, from Banjo Strings, I think, Tom. So I did this interview with Dave Friedman from Friedman Amps on their show Tone Talk. Mark and Dave. I don't know if you guys have seen Tone Talk. Anyway, so they were so Dave, Friedman Amps, he makes great amplifiers, and he said that we were discussing this about how small lower gauge strings or thinner strings have less low end, which makes the amplifier sound tighter. I brought up the point that when I started doing a lot of detuned bands that would tune down to B and you know they do drop, anything from drop C to drop B flat. He said they would. That I said that I would always put an EQ in front of the amp or else a distortion pedal to high pass it. He goes, oh yeah. He goes, that's because I said it made the tone way tighter, and he said, yeah, you know that lighter strings give you better tone with an amplifier. And we talked about Van Halen use Fender Bullets, which are 9 through 40. Billy Gibbons uses 8s. Holdsworth used 8s. Incredibly light strings, right? So lighter strings give you less low end to the amp, but have a better make the amp sound better. I don't agree though. Stomp and Stroll said lighter strings won't keep it tight in a low tuning though. That is not true. I'm going to demonstrate it for you because this guitar, you know what? I'm going to demonstrate it on a guitar with 8s. Okay, so check this out here. Okay, so this guitar has 8s on it. Okay, it's in standard tuning. I'm going to use the illegal snark. And let's drop it down to let's take it down a whole step to start. So these are 8s. So I just made this down to a drop C. It's a big drop on the neck. Okay. Now, perfectly in tune. No, the snark is not on. I took it off. Intonation's perfect on it. All you have to do is just don't hit it too hard on the low string because it'll go out of tune. But eights can go down to B, no problem. I do it all the time. I've done it a million times. So these are eights. Intonation's perfect. So there you go. There's a little bit of rattle. That's no rattle that would ever be heard through an amplifier. Do I have to watch my hand pressure? Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, there you go. So this is a drop C guitar. That's in perfect tune. It's not going out of tune at all. So the idea that that guitars don't stay in tune, it's all in the person's hands. I mean, Eddie used 9 through 40 and tuned down a half step. Hendrix, I think, played 8s and tuned down a half step. So there you go. I got no buzzes or anything either on this. A little bit there. Yeah, the nuts cut really well. Dave set this guitar up. That's why it plays so perfectly. I tell you, Frank Gambale had the lightest playing guitar ever. His strings, he used 9s, and it was so easy to play. There we go. So that was a thing that I want to that I wanted to dispel right there. So there you go. Oh, I set up a discount code for the live stream here. And it's I'll tell you what it is here. I just set it up in case anybody wants anything in my store. RB57 is the discount code for tonight. 30% off anything. I'm trying to think of what else, what other news. I had a video that just hit 1 million views. My my bass, top 20 bass intros of all time just hit 1 million views. My acoustic, top 20 acoustic guitar intros just hit 5 million views today. It is the biggest video I've ever had. As a matter of fact, every one of my top 20 lists, the keyboard video is at 930,000 or so. The guitar solos, top 20 guitar solos is at 940,000. That'll hit 1 million in a couple days. So every single one of that series will be over 1 million views, which is ridiculous for a series to have every single one of them be a viral video. And this new one will be bigger. I think will be the biggest one of all of them. So which is, it's weird. You know, the What Makes Us Sound Great videos do really well, but they don't do this well. I mean, you know, some of them, two of them have 1 million views. Steely Dan and Tool. I don't know. I still don't get that. Tool and Steely Dan have 1 million views, but they've taken forever to get there. Right? Okay, so that's it. I'm gonna go right now. I'm gonna relax. I've literally been working. I've literally been working since 10 o'clock this morning. Can Subi asked a question here. Can I tell if engagement on a given video is relative to your subs? Yes, they have a statistic, okay? How many subs you get from a video. So my best video for getting subs was the Tool video, the first one, where I had gotten about 15,000 subs. Well, the acoustic guitar video has gotten me about 60,000 subs. Just one video. Anyways, Joe, I've got 120 million views on my channel now. 120 million. That's pretty ridiculous number to think of. It's hard to wrap your head around it. Anyhow, okay, so I gotta go. You guys are the best. I will be on more. I'll come on more this week, but keep a lookout. I'm gonna do a live stream tomorrow on the main channel in the afternoon at 2. And then because I need another day for my top 20 video, I think. So great, you guys are awesome. You're the best. The best. Ear training course. As soon as we have the we're just waiting on a couple things. It's ready to go out. So anyways, all right. We'll see you guys.